It seems like there's 3 different ways to learn something. You can be told it, you can watch somebody else do it, or you can do it yourself.
Scene 5, take 3.
And action!
I thought it was a lot of theory and just like showing off the equipment. It was an actual shoot, and we did a short film, which was awesome. It's the best way to learn.
I graduated RB High in 2002. I think that same year I participated in like the very first version of this sort of boot camp.
It's kind of a unique situation. I've never seen anything like this.
We are creating future professionals, and to be able to give them access to what that's going to look like in their future is something that's just amazing.
This could be a college level workshop.
My first thought in meeting like Devin and everybody was that this is really happening and like these professionals are actually coming to work and help us.
Whatever song associates with that personality.
It doesn't need to be a human, right? A character can be, you know, this chord right here, right?
Our expectation for this workshop is to provide students with a whole lot of information in order to get them to the point where they could walk out of this workshop and understand what it's like to go work in this field.
I'm definitely most nervous about being able to do everything we need to do, or like creating the image I want in the time frame that we have.
In productions, everyone's working very hard and very quickly to do their own job, let alone stop and be able to give some knowledge to those other people.
We're inside the coffee shop as Simon walks up to the barista, who recognizes him with a smile.
You know, one of the big things in all filmmaking is you're creating a world from nothing. And working on a film and creating it, you don't know what problems you're gonna run into.
Ellie is a cinematographer. She was like, what do you guys want to learn from this?
They're learning technical skill sets to actually make the films.
36 in a 35 zone.
48 hours later, we're moving a car onto a stage at RB High School.
I've got these kids who I don't know, and we're driving a car onto a stage. And I think it may be the first time I've ever been on a shoot where we've actually driven a car onto a stage.
We've got compound moves where the camera is moving, the focus needs to be changing, the actors are coming in. It takes a lot of collaboration and coordination between multiple people to execute something like that.
Something that I hadn't gotten to do before was change lenses on cameras, but the day before shooting I was showed how, and then like throughout every day on set I was the one that changed the lenses on the camera each time.
You can see how they are beginning to become a lot more familiar with the system that it takes to make a film.
Each day I kind of grew more, I guess, vocal, and eventually I kind of like lifted off, I guess.
Is it important for kids to learn with Pro Tools? Absolutely. I mean, you don't put a kid in a shop class with toy tools and expect them to fix a car, right? This ain't Tinker Toys. You need to know what you're going to be dealing with.
I've always wanted to work in both music and film, so doing that department of writing score for a film was kind of the perfect segue of that.
It was all students, you know, from playing acoustics, singing, playing in the actual elements on the piano, 100% student driven. I never felt like I was working with students. It really just felt like I was working with peers like I do on an everyday basis.
They all edited different scenes, and then we got back together as a group and we looked at everybody's different takes. We needed to take everybody's notes, take that feedback, and then very quickly turn that into picture lock. We've got the timing of the film set, and that's a really important milestone.
It's looking really good right now, and I think the effects and music are just going to be the cherry on top.
It started out like any other Monday, but little did Simon know as he lay.
The fact that this exists and has existed for a while blows me away.
They will have like a knowledge base for when they go for the real world.
I really wish I had access to a program like this when I was a student. I would have been so much further ahead when I got into the business.
To be in the theater and to see the initial seconds of that film hit the screen, and to just see kids be able to share that, not just with each other as colleagues, but with their families and friends, it's a remarkable experience, and it's one they'll never forget.